I'm sorry, itself. The constant number you have to move to the right side. So that's the first step. Alright? So now you rewrite over here m squared plus 14m equal negative 33. So that's the first step. So now you can identify b. Okay, so itself, what's the b value? What's the b value? Come on, the b value right in front of the variable. You see that? Not the x squared, in front of only the variable by itself. Okay, what's the number right here itself? 14. So that's the b. Okay, so what's the b over 2 itself? 14 over 2, what is it? 7. Now b over 2, so let's have to write here. b over 2 square, what is it? Take a look on the board. b over 2 square. b over 2 is right here, 7. So 7 square, what is it? 49, correct. Okay, so now on the equation, you need to add b over 2 on both sides. So 49 right here, and then 49 right here. Okay? So now on the left side is a perfect square. Okay, what is it itself? The formula is already right here itself. The formula is right here. Here we go. You see that? So x plus the variable plus b over 2. What is it? What's the variable? The variable is m. Is that right? Right here, m. What's the b over 2? What's the b over 2? b over 2, we already found it. Right there. What is it? 7. Okay. On the right side, you simplify it. Negative 33 plus 49 is that 16? Okay, it come out 16. Okay, perfect. All right, what's the next step itself? So the whole point is we find the perfect square on the left side. So now you get rid of that power 2. How do you get rid of power 2? How do you get rid of power 2? You take square root on both sides. Alright? You take a square root on both sides. Okay, so let's see over here. Make sure it's plus minus right there. Square root and power 2 cancel out. So now on the left side we have only m plus 7. Okay. Square root 16 is at 4. So plus minus 4. But you're almost done. You're almost done over here. Okay. M equal. You don't want 7. It moved to the right side, become negative 7. Alright? Plus minus 2. So it means you got two answers over here. One with the plus, one with the minus. Okay? So negative 7 plus 4, which is negative 3. And then negative 7 subtract 4, negative 11. Alright? So two answer. Let's put in the answer box over here. Okay? The first one is negative 3. The second one is negative 11. Okay? You see that? So we keep doing the same step. Alright? So submit. We should be correct. Okay. Here we go. You can see the constant already on the right side. So you don't have to do anything. Alright. Can you identify the b value right now? What's the b value?
The b value 8 or negative 8.
Negative 8. Alright. b over 2. Negative 8 over 2. Negative 4. Alright. b over 2 square. which is negative 4 square. What is it?
Negative 16.
Positive 16.
Sorry.
Okay, so now I write over here t squared subtract 8t equal 19. So now you need to add the b over 2, which is number 16, on both sides. On both sides. Okay, so now the left side is a perfect square. What is it? What's a perfect square on the left side? Variable plus b over 2 and the whole thing square. T first.
Yeah.
What's a b over 2?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. B over 2 is right here. Right there. Okay. So negative 4. Okay. And then 19 plus 16 is 35.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the next step? How do you get rid of power 2?
What?
How do you get rid of this power 2 in order to solve for the t?
Square root.
Square root on both sides. Okay, what's missing in the front on the right side? Plus and minus. Okay, so now the left side you have only 2 subtract 4. T subtract 4. Square root 35. Can you simplify further?
No.
No. So put plus minus square root 35. Okay. You want to solve for the t. So you don't want the negative 4 right there. So negative 4 move to the right side become positive 4. Okay? And plus minus square root 35. Okay, so you got two answers. T equals 4 plus square root 35. And then t equal negative 4. I'm sorry, positive 4 subtract square root 35.
Yeah.
Alright, the two answer, put in the box. Okay, so let's take a look here. Is that 35? Yes, I think so. Okay. Okay. Ooh, we don't have the square root. How do we put the square root in the answer? Okay, let's take a look. Let's double check everything. Negative 8, that's a B. Negative 4 becomes 16. Add 16 on both sides. 19 plus 16 becomes 35. Okay. How do you write square root square root on the keyboard? Okay. Is that tricky? No, what is it? Okay, 4 plus square root. So we don't have the square root. What should we do on the keyboard?
You gotta use decimals.
Oh, they want the answer all the way to decimal. Oh, they want the answer all the way to decimal. Okay, near 100. So you have to punch it in. Okay, so you punch in your calculator. So let's take a look at your calculator over here. Here we go. Okay, thank you, Colin. All right. So the answer is 4 plus square root of 35. Square root of 35. Okay, square root. Can it put it there? I can't put it there. So the first step is move the constant number negative 37 to the right side. So now you come out g squared subtract 28g equal 37. Okay. Ashley, can you find the b for us? Negative 28. All right. b over 2. Negative 28 divided by 2. Negative 14. All right. So now b over 2 squared. So negative 14 squared. What is it? 196 positive. So now you add 196 on both sides. 196 on both sides. Okay, 196 on both sides. Okay. Ooh, lucky to you guys, because since they asked the answer to the nearest 10, it means you don't have to simplify your square root. Alright? You just punch your square root directly to your calculator. Alright? Okay, so now the left side is a perfect square. What is it? So the right side, you combine them together, that would be 233. Okay, so that's the right side. Okay, you can punch them directly on the calculator in a second. Okay, so 7. All right, so now on the right side, what's a b over 2? Ashley, what's a b over 2? Negative 14, right there. Okay, so that's it. Now you take square root on both sides. Okay, take square root on both sides. So now g subtract 14 square equal to 33. You take square root on both sides. What is missing, Ashley? Plus minus. Okay, so now the left side, you come out, wait for it when you're done with this problem. Okay, so square root and power 2 cancel out. So now on the right side, plus minus up to 33. Okay, so now two answer. So the negative 14, you move the right side first. You got 14, move the right side. Negative 14, move the right side, become positive. Okay, so plus minus square root of 233. Okay, so now two answer. The first one is 14 plus square root of 233. And the second one is 14 subtract square root of 233. Okay, so I get my calculator right here. 14, okay, 14, okay, 14, I put right here, and then 233, okay, and then 14 subtract to square root of 233, done. Make sure you take decimal near to the hundred, to 2 decimal, so 229, 26. 29.26, the first one. The second one, subtract 1.26. That's it. Two answer, submit, voila. Okay, so are we ready to find the B? Brandon Chan, are we ready to find the B? What's the B value, Brandon Chan? Right there. Negative 20. B over 2. B over 2. What is it? Alright, B over 2. Negative 20 over 2. What is it, Brian Chan? Negative 20 over 2. Really, Brian Chan? You have $20, you give 2 people, each person receive how much? $10, but this is negative sign, so negative 10. That's it, Brian Chan. Now, you want to find B over 2 and then square. Negative 10, when you square, is how much, Brian Chan? What? Negative 10 square, it means negative 10 times negative 10. Can you multiply for us? 10 times 10, Brian Chan. 100. Negative sign times negative sign become positive. Alright, so that's it. So now Brian Chan, D square subtract 20D equal negative 17. You need to add the B over 2 on both sides. You see that? You need to add them on both sides. Okay. So now you're going to add 100 on both sides. That's it. David Gutierrez, please get off your headphone until the day you get A in this class. Okay, now Brian Chan, on the left side is a perfect square. On the right side become 83. Okay, what's a perfect square? Let's give you the formula again. X squared plus bx plus b over 2 square, and now equal the perfect square. Okay, x plus b over 2 and the whole thing square. You see right here, take a look over here. This is x square, which is d square right here. This is b square negative 22d. And then you just add the b over 2 square, which is right there. You see that? So now it equal the perfect square. Okay? So the perfect square, the variable x, but now the variable is a d. Okay? B over 2. What's a b over 2? Brian Chan. What's a b over 2? Right here, you already found it. Negative 10. Alright? You put negative 10. That's it. Done. Okay. So now, d subtract 10 power 2. You need to solve for the d. You need to get rid of power 2. What should we do? How do you get rid of power 2, Brian Chan? Square root it. One side or both sides? Both sides. Okay. So now you take square root of it. Okay, so let's rewrite it right here. Let's do it slow. D subtract 10 square equal 83. So now you take square root on both sides. Here we go. Square root, square root. What is missing? Plus and minus right here. Okay. So now square root and power 2 cancel out. Is that right? They cancel out. So now the left side you have only d subtract 10. You see that? And the right side is plus minus square root of 83. So you want to solve for d. You don't want negative 10. So negative 10 you can move to the right side. If you move negative 10 to the right side, it become what? Positive 10. I'm impressed. That's it. Okay. So two answers, one with the plus, one with the minus. Okay, if you want to write down, you can. Okay, so d equal 10 plus square root of 83, and d equal 10 subtract square root of 83. Okay, so now you punch this in your calculator. That's it, you guys. Punch in your calculator. Okay, so now I get my calculator. Here we go. Okay, 10, so I change this one to 10, plus square root of 83, I change it to 83, and the other one is 10, subtract square root of 83. Okay, so here we go, two answers. Okay, can you give me the first answer, Brian Chan? 19.11. Okay, what's the second one? Incorrect. 0.89. Because after the A is a number 9. So then you have to round up. Okay, that's it. Submit. It said wonderful. Okay, Sophie said multiply by 1/2 on both sides. Okay, so let's multiply by 1/2 on both sides. Okay, so now we come out at z squared half times negative 4 become negative 2z. Half times negative 30 become negative 15 and then equals 0. Okay, so now take a look over here. We need to multiply the constant number negative 15 to the right side. Okay, so let's do that. So now you come out at z squared subtract 2z equal positive 15. So now you identify the b. Okay, what's the b value? Sophie? Incorrect. Negative 2. Negative 2 is right here. Right here. You see that? Negative 2. B over 2 is negative 2 over 2, which is negative 1. Alright? And then b over 2 square, which is negative 1 square, become positive 1. So now you add 1 on both sides. Okay? So what's the perfect square on the left side, Sophie? What's a perfect square on the left side? What is it? Z is right here. What number should be right there? No, oh my God, no. B over 2. How hard can that be? Negative 1. Negative 1 is right here. Okay. So now, what should we do on both sides to get rid of the power 2? Square root. Square root, not square, Sophie. If it's square, it's not working out. Square root. Okay. So let's do the square root. Okay. What is missing, Sophie? What missing on the right side? When you take square root, plus and minus. Okay, so now on the left side you see square root and power 2 cancel out. So now you have z subtract 1. But square root of 16, what is it, Sophie? 4. Alright, so now z subtract 1 equal plus minus 4. So z equal 1 plus minus 4. So two answer, one with the plus. So 1 plus 4, that's a 5. And then z equal 1 subtract 4, which is negative 3. Okay, perfect. No decimal. So two answer, I put it in. Okay, 5 and then negative 3. 5 and then negative 3. Where's my cursor? It disappeared. Where is it? Oh, right here. Alright, negative 3. Submit. Accept the refig. Okay. Here we go. So now, take a look at this equation. You can see the constant number already on the right side. Okay? So 35 already on the right side. So perfect. So now we just need to add b over 2 square on both sides and then we're done. Okay? So now take a look. So take a look at it. This is b. b equal negative a. So b over 2 is negative a over 2, which is negative 4. Now you need b over 2 square, which is negative 4 square, which is 16. Okay, so now I rewrite this equation over here. Y subtract a y equal 35. Okay, so now I just need to add b over 2, which is 16 on both sides. Okay, so I add it right here. So now this left side is a perfect square. Okay, and the right side is 51. Okay, so the perfect square should be y and then with b over 2, but b over 2 is right here. b over 2 is negative 4, you already know it. Okay, so I put negative 4 right here. Okay, we're almost done. Now you don't want the square, what do? You don't want the square, what do? You take square root on both sides. So let's rewrite the equation. Let's do it slow. Let's rewrite the equation and now take square root. Okay, so now take square root. Here we go. Make sure plus minus here. Okay, square root and power 2 cancel out. So now the left side you have only y subtract 4. That's it. And then the right side is plus minus square root 51. So now you want to solve for the y. You don't want the negative 4 here. I would move to the right side. So now the left side is only y. The right side, negative 4 move to the right side, become positive 4. And then plus minus square root of 51. Okay? So two solutions. The first one is 4 with plus square root of 51. And then the second one is 4 subtract square root of 51. Okay, that's it. So I'm gonna punch in my calculator. So I go and get my calculator. 4 plus square root of 51. Okay, so here we go. I can do the split screen right here. Okay, I got my calculator. I can clear everything. Okay, 4 plus square root square root of 51. Okay, square root of 51. Okay, so the answer is 11.14. Okay, 2 decimal. And the second one, I can do really fast. I copy this, I paste it, and I change to subtract. Okay, so negative 3.14. Negative 3.14. All right, so now I can submit and I'm done. Okay, I submit, it should be correct. Voila. Okay, so as you can see, the coefficient in front of the variable square is number 2. It had to be number 1. So I divide both sides by 2. Okay, so now I come out 1s squared plus 20s, subtract 7, and on the right side is 0. Next step, I'm going to move negative 7 to the right side. Okay, so I come out s squared plus 20s equals 7. So now, right here, I'm going to put b over 2 squared on both sides. So the b is number 20, so b equals 20. So b over 2 is 20 over 2, which is number 10. And then b over 2 square, which is 10 square, which is 100. Okay? So I add 100 on both sides. So as you can see, the left side become a perfect square, which is s plus b over 2, which is 10. So 10, and then square. On the right side is 107. Okay? So now, you take the square root on both sides. So the left side, so let's take the square root on both sides. Here we go. So make sure it's plus and minus. Okay, plus and minus. Okay, so now the left side is s plus 10. And the right side is plus minus square root of 107. Okay, so now, only 10, not 100. Not only 10. Okay. So now, if I want to solve for the s, so the s should come out as subtract 10 plus minus square root of 107. Okay? So two answers. One, subtract 10 plus square root 107. And then the second one is subtract 10, subtract square root of 107. Okay, I got my calculator. Subtract 10. Okay, so I remember that. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. So I got my calculator right here. I clears it out. Okay. Clear it out. Subtract 10 plus square root 107. Okay. So I come out at 0.34. 34. And then the second one, so I copy, Control C, and then I change the plus side to the negative side really fast. I come out negative 20.34. That's it. Submit. I should be correct. Voila. Okay. Thank you so much for your attention.